What's up guys, and I'm Quote Guy. Thanks for watching Top Quotes by Top Guns. After talking about Kobe's famous failures and fierce accomplishments in the last video, we're gonna look at how it all started in Italy. Kobe grew up in Italy primarily because his father, Joe "Jelly Bean" Bryant, a former NBA player who had played for teams like the Philadelphia 76ers, San Diego Clippers, and Houston Rockets, retired from the NBA in 1983-1984 after an 8-year career. To continue earning a living playing professional basketball, Joe accepted offers to play in Italy's Pro League, Lega Basket Serie A and related divisions. The family moved there in 1984 when Kobe was just 6 years old. They started in Rieti, a hilltop town about 50 miles from Rome. Then, relocated as Joe switched teams to Reggio Calabria, southern Italy, Pistoia, Tuscany area, including the small town of Cireglio, and finally, Reggio Emilia, northern Italy, where they spent some of their happiest years. This nomadic pro basketball life in Europe lasted about 7 to 8 years, until Joe retired from playing in 1991 to 1992, and the family returned to the United States when Kobe was 13, settling in the Philadelphia area for his high school years. Kobe often described this period as formative. It immersed him in a new culture, taught him discipline through European-style basketball fundamentals, and built family closeness amid constant moves. Kobe spoke fluent Italian, and he learned it remarkably quickly after arriving as a non-speaker at age 6. He and his older sisters picked up the language within months, including local slang and even regional accents, like a Tuscan inflection from their time in Pistoia, Reggio Emilia. Even as an adult in the NBA, he could switch to perfect Italian effortlessly, chatting with Italian players, doing interviews, or reminiscing about his childhood. He often said Italy would always be close to my heart, and considered Reggio Emilia one of his favorite places for its loving, grounded vibe. This fluency was part of what made him feel like he had an Italian soul alongside his American roots, a big reason he stayed connected to the country throughout his life. Kobe's childhood, particularly his years growing up in Italy from ages 6 to 13, played a huge role in shaping his legendary work ethic, resilience, and Mamba mentality, that relentless obsession with improvement, fundamentals, and long-term consistency. Here are 5 key childhood stories that highlight how these experiences forged the Kobe we know. 1. Arriving in Italy, isolation and building connections through sport. When Kobe moved to Italy at age 6, he didn't speak Italian and had no friends. Basketball and soccer became his lifeline. Through playing, he made real friendships and connections. This period of solitude forced him to spend hours alone honing his skills, teaching him the value of obsessive love for the game and consistent daily work over years, not months. It built the foundation for his patience and long-term vision. It's the consistency of the work over a period of time. 2. Scoring 0 points in his first summer league season, and his father's unconditional support. Around age 11 to 12, while playing in a Philadelphia summer league during a visit back to the US, Kobe went an entire season without scoring a single point, not even a free throw or lucky bounce. He was devastated and crying afterward. His father hugged him and said, "Whether you score 0 points or 60, I'm going to love you no matter what." This gave Kobe the security to embrace failure without fear, while fueling his drive to improve fundamentals obsessively. He later reflected that it pushed him to practice more systematically, hundreds of shots from one spot, turning him into the best player in his state by age 14. 3. Learning fundamentals the right way in Italian basketball culture. Living in places like Reggio Emilia and Pistoia, Kobe was immersed in European basketball, which emphasized fundamentals, technique, and team play over raw athleticism. He studied NBA tapes sent by his grandfather, practiced alone in gyms, sometimes chasing opponents at halftime, and even worked as a ball boy, mop boy at his dad's games. This contrast to the flashy American style he encountered later helped him master the right way to play. Precision, footwork, and discipline, which became core to his Mamba mentality. He often credited Italy for making him more mature and grounded. 4. Feeling like an outsider, twice over. As a Black American kid in Italy, Kobe often felt like an outsider due to language barriers, cultural differences, and being taunted in local leagues for his size, ethnicity. Then, returning to the US at 13, he was again the different one. Speaking Italian better than English at first, and known mainly as the son of a former NBA player. This double dose of not fully belonging anywhere built his independence, mental toughness, and ability to channel frustration into performance. Basketball became his outlet to scream from the top of the mountain and be heard. Early hustle and entrepreneurial spirit in Italy. Young Kobe showed his competitive, resourceful side early by betting on NBA games with friends, taking advantage of tape delay broadcasts. Games aired days later in Italy. He'd watch results live through family connections in the US, then wager with local kids who didn't know the outcomes. He later called it his entrepreneurial spirit kicking in, even as a kid hustling for extra money. This early competitiveness and willingness to outsmart others foreshadowed his killer instinct on the court. These stories show how isolation, failure, cultural adaptation, and pure love for the game turned a skinny, often alone kid into one of the most disciplined and obsessive competitors in sports history. The Italy years especially instilled that go-through-fire passion and long-view consistency. Kobe himself said those experiences made him who he was, forever grateful for the fundamentals and real friendships he found there. Now we close with Kobe's heartfelt words on Italy. Italy is my home. It's where my dream of playing in the NBA started. This is where I learned the fundamentals, learned to shoot, to pass. On this momentous day, we remember and honor Kobe by living his legacy. Thanks for watching Top Quotes by Top Guns, and today Kobe is our Top Gun. Subscribe and follow me so you can be 1% better every day. Be like Kobe, learn the fundamentals, remember your roots, then grow higher than the sky. Because the sky's not the limit. I'm Quote Guy. Carpe diem.